Hello everyone, I'm Chip Siegel. I've been coaching football for 34 years, coached everything from the wing tee, flat back, to the spread, wishbone, in split back veer, you name it, everything in between. All those years, I've taken a little bit from everything. This is kind of an old wing tee thing that I applied to our spread. I call it the jet drill. And you take half line and you put it about 20 yards apart on the same hash. You take these cones right here, and that is for your jet man who's off my board here. He's going to come in motion. You're going to snap the ball and put a cone over here for your quarterback, right about here. And he'll snap the ball about when he gets to that cone. And it's no exact science to that. You just have to rep it up during the summer. Snap that ball and hand it right here to this guy who's in motion. He gets the ball. He gets back, gets behind that cone, and follows these line of cones to the sideline. Now, of course, in the game, somebody come up and box him right here, he'll cut inside, but we always tell him, get back to the hump, get back to the hump. We call this the hump. Run the hump. Now, the blocking on it's real basic. Now, we do it maybe a little different than some people do. We don't do full stretch. We don't do pull both guards. Back in 16, we pulled both guards. What we're going to do, of course, we're going to stalk right here. Okay, we're going to reach right here. Reach right here. Now, here's the thing. You don't block anything from a three technique in. Nothing. Okay, as far as the line goes. So this cat here is going to pull, get outside. He's going to get his body in what I call the alley, and his eyes inside looking for scraping backer. No scraping backer shows up, safety. Okay, the center's responsibility is block a gap defender. If you got a shade right here, he'll reach him. If you got a nose, he'll reach him. If you got a nose, he'll reach back. Now the backside guys are just blocking their gap out for the RPO off of it. We'll pre-snap that. I guess it's really what you guys in spread call an access throw or a gift or whatever. If they leave the flat open, we can throw the slant, or we can throw an under or just a little hitch right there. Now what I do, we'll take the fastest kid who's not a starter on offense. When I say fast, I mean quickest. And put him in this three. And we always practice it against the three. Okay? Because if it's an odd front, all we got to do is reach here, and he's pulling anyway. And we're going to take this kid right here and tell him, don't worry about it. It could be a ninth grader, but real quick, good backup, fullback, outside linebacker, something like that. And tell him to get his butt up the field as fast as he can, and promise him, because he's thinking, oh, they're just throwing me out there to get killed. You're not going to get hit. And try to touch the jetter on the hip. And this keeps your quarterback and your jetter accountable. Now, we don't read the jet. I should say I don't read the jet. It is the people that do, that's fine. And I've been on staffs where we do read the jet, read the backside, read the front side. I want him going so fast that you can't read it. I tell him 75 to 85%. There's no way to judge that, but you want him hauling butt. And the way to make sure he's hauling butt, so when he gets that ball, he can kick it in and get to the hump, is get that kid right there. Now what you're doing, the other half of your line is running jet left, you see. And then once they run it, they'll stay down here, and they'll run jet right coming back. And this group's down here on this hash, they'll run jet left coming back. We do this when we first start out in August. We'll do it 10 minutes a day. Okay? Once we get it down, we'll do it 5 minutes a day. The kids know we're going to do jet drill every day on offense. 5 minutes, maximize reps, go fast as you can go. Spread your coaches out. OC, stand somewhere here in the middle so you can watch both of them, or get somewhere where you can see both of them and coach them up. Coach them up on the run. Kid does something wrong. O-line guy gets in his ears. He's jogging back to get set with his eyes looking back at the next group getting ready to go. And we ran this thing, I think in 17, we went 15-0, and we ran this thing probably 12,000 times. I mean, it was unbelievable how much, because we were getting, now you think about it, we were not 12,000, probably 1,500. We were getting probably 20 snaps a game close to it as some type of jet action. And then in practice, we're getting a jet every 10 seconds during the jet drill. They're going to run it. As soon as the whistle blows, the next quarterback starts his cats. Okay, so you're talking about every 10 seconds, you're snapping the ball, getting the jet in. And that's a lot of reps in 5 minutes. And the kids know all you got to do is say jet drill. Now, when you first do it, part of the reason you got to go 10 minutes is because you got to take time to set it up. And you got to get the kids involved in it to make it go quicker, and of course all the coaches. But once you get it, they learn it. And they'll set it up, they know where to get. You do it from the same hash, start from the same hash every time so they know where to go. And just roll with this thing. But what you're going to see is teams start boxing you, and then that kid's going to, and what we would do, we'd put a kid over here and tell this guy don't block him. And we just put an extra guy right here, a defender, and tell him to go up the field right here and box. And tell that jetter he can't get around him, cut underneath him, then get right back out on the hump. The hump. Okay, some coaches back in the old days called it run to the jungle. Jungles are green. Get outside. But we're going to, and those cones, and you're going to be able to see on video that these guys can do this as long as you practice it. All right, now here, this one right here, the kid doesn't run the hump. Watch. Ball's in the wrong hand. He cuts it aside. We're not tackling those guys. And you teach them, stay away from that. You see right here, look at here. Here you're going to get the ball, going pretty fast, not fast enough. He should have gone around that block by the tailback. He cuts up underneath. Now, same game, after he gets coached up a little bit on the sideline, watch him run the hump. Okay, he has to cut back underneath one guy there at the end. But watch him right here. He's going to get it, get back on the hump, so you can see him following those cones. If you got some imagination, you can see those cones out there. And he knows what he's doing. There he goes. And that's the jet drill. Do it every day. We don't think jet is a play you dabble in. We think you got to major in it. It's like guys used to talk about the inside veer and the outside veer. If you're going to run veer, you got to marry it. I believe if you're going to run jet and run it successfully, you got to marry it. And here's the thing. You spend all that time and you don't run it but 5 or 6 times a game. That's the glory of the jet. Here's the glory of the jet. You got the jet counter, you got the jet power, you got your jet play action passes, and all of that. And if you're averaging 4 yards a snap on jet, the actual play jet, that means something else is going to be there. Because they've got to sell out. Look at them run to it. I can show you countless videos. Hit me up there at the bottom. Leave a message. Leave me your email, and I'll email you some highlights of different things we've got running the jet. But we're going to run the jet until the cows come home. And once they come home, we're going to milk more jet out of them jokers. All right. Be elite.